Most people fear pain. They run from it, numb it, distract themselves from it. But the ancient warriors, monks, and samurai knew something the modern world has forgotten. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the teacher. Every scar, every heartbreak, every loss is a message, a lesson, a doorway to strength. Today, you will learn the ancient secret that transformed suffering into power, and how you can use the same path to rise above anything life throws at you. Breathe, focus, and let's begin. Chapter 1. The truth most people avoid. Most men believe strength comes from comfort. From easy days, smooth paths, predictable routines. But nothing could be further from the truth. Comfort does not create warriors. Comfort creates weakness. You have never grown from something that felt good. Look at your life. The moments that shaped you were the ones that broke you. The pain of losing someone, the humiliation of failure, the loneliness of being misunderstood, the frustration of being stuck. Yet, you survived. You learned. You adapted. Pain was already shaping you. You just didn't know it. Chapter 2. The Ancient Initiation. In samurai culture, in Spartan training, in Buddhist monasteries, in native warrior tribes, pain was sacred. Not something to escape, but something to enter. Warriors were exposed to cold, to hunger, to exhaustion. Monks meditated barefoot in snow. Fighters trained until their muscles screamed. Not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they understood a deeper truth. Pain reveals who you truly are. Strip away comfort, and your real spirit is exposed. That's why the masters welcomed pain. They saw it as a forge, a place where weak metal becomes unbreakable steel. Chapter 3. Meeting your pain without running. Kento, a young samurai in training, learned this the hard way. He would flinch at discomfort, avoid challenges, hide from emotional wounds, pretend everything was fine, even when he was breaking inside. His master noticed. One morning, the master brought Kento to a river. Ice cold, violent current, merciless. Enter, he said. Kento panicked. It's freezing. I can't. The master replied, only 2 words. Meet it. Kento stepped in. The shock hit immediately. Pain rushed through his body. His mind screamed to escape. But the master watched calmly, then spoke. Pain wants you to run, but if you run, it will chase you forever. If you face it, it becomes quiet. It becomes your guide. Kento stayed, breathing through the cold, feeling the fear dissolve, feeling a strange strength rise within him. For the first time, he understood. Pain is not here to destroy you. Pain is here to wake you up. Chapter 4. The real reason suffering feels unbearable. Pain becomes unbearable only when you resist it. You tighten, fight, run, hide, and that resistance multiplies the suffering. But when you breathe, when you observe, when you allow the pain to exist, something shifts. Clarity appears. Strength emerges. Understanding grows. Pain stops being a monster and becomes a messenger, a teacher trying to show you where you're weak, where you're wounded, what must be healed, what must be changed, who you must become next. No comfort has ever taught you this. Chapter 5. The transformation begins. Pain is the gatekeeper. But once you pass through, you enter a different world. A world where failure becomes fuel, heartbreak becomes wisdom, injury becomes discipline, fear becomes courage, loss becomes gratitude, rejection becomes direction. Every form of suffering carries its own hidden strength. The problem is not the pain. The problem is that you never learned how to listen to it. The ancients did, and so did Kento. Chapter 6. Kento's second trial, emotional wounds. Weeks after the river lesson, Kento faced something deeper than physical pain. A friend betrayed him, spoke behind his back, twisted his name. Kento felt a fire in his chest. Anger, humiliation, grief. That night, he stormed to his master. "Train me to be stronger. I want to forget this pain." The master shook his head. "No, you must feel it." Kento was confused. "Why would I want to feel this?" The master replied. "Because emotional pain is the sharpest blade. If you avoid it, you stay weak. If you face it, you become unbreakable." He told Kento to sit with the feeling, not react, not run, not numb it. Just witness it. As he did, the pain slowly revealed its message. He had trusted blindly, given too much, expected too much validation. The pain exposed a weakness, and that exposure made him stronger. Kento didn't lose a friend. He gained wisdom. Chapter 7. The Law of the Warrior's Path. The master taught Kento a single principle, that every warrior holds sacred. Nothing grows without friction. Nothing strengthens without pressure. This is the law of existence. Muscles grow through tearing. Character grows through struggle. Resilience grows through discomfort. Wisdom grows through mistake. Courage grows through fear. Patience grows through waiting. Discipline grows through hardship. Pain is built into the design of becoming strong, not as punishment, but as preparation. You are not being tested to break. You are being tested to build. Chapter 8. Voluntary discomfort, the warrior's advantage. The master soon introduced Kento to a practice that every ancient warrior followed. Voluntary discomfort. Most people wait for pain to find them. Warriors go to it willingly. Cold exposure, fasting, long training, silence, isolation, mental stillness, physical strain, emotional honesty. Each of these was a form of deliberate challenge, not punishment preparation. When you choose your suffering, life's suffering loses its power over you. Kento trained barefoot on cold mornings, holding stances until his legs trembled, running against the wind, facing internal fears in meditation. He learned something profound. Pain chosen is empowering. Pain avoided is enslaving. The more he leaned into discomfort, the less he feared the world. Chapter 9. The Mirror of Suffering. Pain does not lie. It shows you the truth about yourself with brutal clarity. If you quit quickly, pain exposes your lack of endurance. If you panic easily, pain exposes your lack of breath control. If you cling to others, pain exposes your lack of self-worth. If you seek validation, pain exposes your insecurity. If you avoid responsibility, pain exposes your immaturity. The master told Kento, pain is a mirror. If you hate what you see, change not the mirror, but the reflection. Over time, Kento stopped fearing pain because he knew each sting revealed something he needed to improve. Pain became a guide, a map, a system of internal navigation, leading him to his strongest self. Chapter 10. When life delivers a blow. One afternoon, a letter arrived. Kento's father had fallen ill. Fear, sadness, guilt, memories, regret. A storm of emotions hit him. This was not a bruise on the body. This was the kind of pain that breaks people. He froze, unsure how to move. But the master placed a hand on his shoulder. Listen to your pain, he said softly. It is trying to guide you. Kento closed his eyes and allowed himself to feel it fully. The pain revealed its truth. He had been distant. He had avoided connection. He feared vulnerability more than loss. The lesson was not punishment. It was clarity. Kento traveled home with a heart both heavy and awake. He cared for his father, repaired the relationship, and discovered strength in love that he had never allowed himself to feel. Suffering did not destroy him. It deepened him. Chapter 11. The birth of inner strength. Real strength is invisible. It is silent. It is built in private moments of struggle. No one sees. No one applauds. No one celebrates. Kento's strength was no longer loud or aggressive. It was calm, grounded, anchored. He had learned to stay present in discomfort, to let pain speak rather than suppress it, to take responsibility for his wounds, to grow where he was weak, to choose challenges before they chose him, to trust the lessons of suffering. This is the core of the ancient secret. Pain doesn't just make you stronger. It transforms who you are. Chapter 12. Walking through fire without burning. The master tested Kento one final time. He placed him in the center of a courtyard and ordered 5 senior students to pressure him verbally, emotionally, physically. Not to harm him, but to overwhelm his senses. Each student represented a type of pain: fear, chaos, anger, confusion, pressure. They circled him like wolves. But Kento didn't flinch. He didn't escape. He didn't collapse. He breathed. He stayed rooted. He let the sensations flow through him. Without reacting, the master watched silently. When it was over, he approached Kento and said, "Now you understand. You walk through fire, and the flames could not burn you, because you no longer feed them." Pain had lost its control. Kento had become sovereign over himself. Chapter 13. The Warrior Reborn. People around Kento began to notice the transformation. His presence was heavier, yet calmer, like someone who had survived storms and no longer feared the wind. He radiated a grounded confidence, not arrogance, but certainty. Someone who knows, whatever comes, I can endure. I can adapt. I can rise. This is the strength pain was always trying to give him. And it is the strength pain is trying to give you. Chapter 14. The ancient formula for transforming suffering. the master revealed the final teaching, a formula carried by warriors, monks, and sages. For centuries, one faced the pain, not with panic, but awareness. 2. Feel it fully, without resistance or numbness. 3. Understand its message. What weakness is it exposing? What truth is it revealing? 4. Transform through action. Change the behavior, build the discipline, correct the flaw. 5. Return stronger. Pain becomes wisdom, only when integrated into who you are. This is how suffering becomes strength, not through escape, but through evolution. Chapter 15. What the modern world has forgotten. We live in an age that avoids pain at all costs. If you're sad, distract yourself. If you're uncomfortable, numb yourself. If you're heartbroken, run into someone new. If you're stressed, escape into screens. If you're uncertain, seek reassurance. But avoidance does not heal. It only prolongs the wound. The ancients knew this truth deeply. Pain ignored becomes weakness. Pain embraced becomes power. Your suffering is not a barrier. It is a doorway. The question is, will you walk through it? Pain has been chasing you for years, not to break you, but to teach you. Every struggle in your life has been preparing you for the person you are meant to become. You do not need to fear pain. You do not need to run. You do not need to hide. Instead, face it, feel it, learn from it, transform through it, rise above it. This is the ancient way, the warrior's path, the secret carried through centuries. Remember, pain is not here to punish you. Pain is here to shape you. If you embrace this truth, you will become someone the world cannot shake, life cannot break, and suffering cannot control. This is your moment, your awakening, your transformation. Walk forward, meet your pain, let it carve you into strength, and become the warrior you were always meant to be.